been working all day, getting my ass kicked. I've been down on my luck since I was a kid.
For the past week, I've had 3 people come up to me and ask me if we're still doing the basement. Is the basement doing any content? Where's the content at, man? That's some of the stuff I've been hearing. To be flat honest with you, I've been on vacation. I've been at the beach. So, you know, we didn't get to really to record a whole lot of things. Mm-hmm. You know, it's part of summertime. Been kind of lax. We didn't have a whole lot of sports. All-star baseball didn't last that long, so I wasn't tied down with that. So I was able to go out of town a little bit, North Myrtle Beach, for about a week. And, you know, that's where we've been. That's what's been going on. But we're back in the studio. We're going to hit these episodes. We're going to bring you some top-level content from the lower level and keep on going, doing what we're doing. And it is finally decided for about, 2 days to stop raining?
Oh, yeah.
For 2 days. So hopefully, coming here soon, we'll be able to get outside and do some fishing content for you guys that we've promised.
Yeah.
But it's just been raining. We're in tropicals.
To be fair, we got severe weather alerts for Tuesday.
Do we really?
Yeah, maybe Monday too.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. So
well, scratch that.
we're right back in the same boat.
Right back in the same boat.
Which honestly though, I went by the dam the other day and it didn't look bad.
Did not?
No. So if it don't get too crazy, we might be able to get it done over there.
Yeah, that's probably what we need to do then. So tonight, or today, or whenever you're watching this episode, we're going to be talking about some of my favorite things. Multiple episodes, some of my favorite things. We're going to be talking about cryptids. And today, this episode is strictly about the mega cryptid, the most well-known cryptid over the whole world. And not Mothman, because, I mean, we are West Virginia, so Mothman's the big one for us. Yeah. But it's the one about the whole world. So, starting out, for nearly a century, people have searched the dark waters of a Scottish lake for a creature that many believe shouldn't exist. This is the Loch Ness Monster, better known as
Nessie.
So, before we continue on with the episode, we recorded an episode about the Loch Ness Monster one time before. Mm-hmm. We didn't like it. We scratched it. Didn't flow the way we wanted it to. So we're going to talk about it. So what is the Loch Ness Monster?
So,
yeah,
it's a legendary creature. Mm-hmm. And it inhabits the Loch Ness in the Scottish Highlands.
Yes.
So, obviously, everybody knows it's got the long neck and the small head, kind of like, a brontosaurus?
Yeah.
Type thing.
Well, it's like a brontosaurus and a plesiosaurus combined, right? It was what the picture looks like to me.
I don't know too much about the osauruses, all right? I'm just saying.
You don't even know what a thesaurus is.
So, it's got a large hump body, dark gray or brown coloring. Mm-hmm. One or more visible humps visible above water. So, how tall does it have to be? Excuse me.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's got to be tall, right?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the loch is, how deep is that thing? 20 to 40 feet deep.
Yeah.
So, or no, that's the length of this monster.
Yeah, that's the 20 to 40 feet.
750 feet deep. Jesus.
Yeah, and that's the setting. So the setting is Loch Ness Lake. Or what is it called, Loch Ness Lake?
I think it's just the Loch Ness.
Loch Ness, because they call it something differently in Scotland, but I don't know. 23 miles long, like Drew was saying here, 750 feet deep in places. One of the largest freshwater lakes in the UK by volume.
It is skinning. We already ate it for dinner.
My bad. Our camera guy back here.
Yeah. So the water is dark because of peat washed in the surrounding land, making underwater visibility very poor. So you can't see your hand in front of your face inside the Loch Ness. So
yeah, it does look like very dirty water.
Yeah, very dirty water. They said because it's peat. I'm guessing because of dirt.
Yeah, what, peat moss?
I'm assuming that's what it's talking about.
But
it is Scotland and it is
the Highlands.
So I would imagine so. So some of the early legends. So of course, some of the early legends state that I've read one where they said they seen it run like it was hopping across the road and then jumped into the water. I don't know
I don't know about that because this thing's got to be massive, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess when I said how tall is this thing got to be to see its back sticking up out of the water, I mean, I guess it could have been swimming. You know what I mean?
But I don't know how tall it is, but the length of it was 20 to 40 feet. That's big,
dude. One of the earliest references was from the 6th century.
Yeah.
So it was Saint Columba encountered a water beast. It's a
water
beast in the water.
It's a witch burning at the stake.
Yeah. It was in the river Ness, though. And supposedly it drove it away with the sign of the cross. So apparently it's the devil. I don't know. I'm just saying. Old St. Columbia might have got something from Columbia. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he's on.
Yeah, so historians note that this account is part of religious biography, so it isn't considered modern evidence of Nessie. With that being said, you never know.
That's 6th century, man. That's a long time ago.
That is a very long time ago. So, fast forward, 1933. The modern craze started. At that time, a couple reported seeing a large creature crossing the surface of the loch. Newspapers quickly picked up the story, and as media coverage grew, more people claimed sightings. This is where that famous picture come from, I'm pretty sure. It was 1933, 1934.
Oh, yeah, the surgeon's photograph.
Yeah, where it had its head just popping out of the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that, like you said, that was one of the most famous images ever. But it appeared to show the long neck coming up out of the water, and it became iconic around the world. I mean, if you Google Loch Ness right now, I guarantee you, or Loch Ness Monster, that's probably going to be the first thing.
I guarantee you that's the first image it's going to show.
I guarantee it.
We can search it right now and actually look it up, see what the first image would be, and see if that's one of them. Let's go. Loch Ness Monster. Boom, look at that. First image.
There it is.
First image you see of the Loch Ness Monster is the surgeon's photograph.
Yep.
So some of the famous sightings. Many witnesses have reported humps moving across the water. Kind of like, I've actually read a report where they compared it to a log, like a log or a tree going up under the waves and coming back up, going up under the waves. Long necks breaking the surface, large wakes with no visible boat, dark shapes underwater, and most sightings are brief and often at long distances. So, I mean, obviously, if it's a cryptid or something that big, it's going to see you. And it's an aquatic animal.
Well, it's just like anything else that's wild.
Yeah, it's going to see you.
If it sees you, it's going to dip.
Yeah, it's going to see you way before you see it.
Yeah, it's probably got laser eyes.
Yeah, I mean,
like laser vision. It see like a hawk, I bet.
Yeah, like them off Austin Powers, them sharks with laser beams attached to their heads.
All right. So there's some scientific investigation, right? So they did some sonar searches. Yeah. So there was multiple expeditions along the loch using sonar. Mm-hmm. Some unexplained readings have occurred, but none have been confirmed. So you can pick up a lot of things on sonar.
Yeah.
And if it's a lake that big, it's hard to tell what's in there.
It was 23 miles wide, 750 foot.
Deep in places. Yeah.
In places. You can't tell me if you're running a sonar in one spot, it's not at the other side of the loch.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I've said this on like 4 or 5 different episodes now. Mm-hmm. We've explored more of outer space than we have underwater.
Yeah, exactly.
We have no idea what truly does exist. So I think to rule out Nessie is ludicrous.
I do too. I'm a firm believer in the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, man.
I'm a firm believer in Nessie. Before we even get any further in the episode, I'm just letting you know, no matter where we go on with this episode, I believe in the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, I think maybe it's not necessarily a monster. Maybe it's just some kind of aquatic creature we don't even know about.
Yeah.
You know?
So there's underwater photography. There's thousands of images. Most unusual objects turn out to be fish, debris, waves, or shadows. Yeah, I would imagine if you're going to have something that big living in the loch, there's going to be big fish in there too.
Oh, yeah.
Because, 750 foot deep.
Yeah.
How far can you dive?
I don't know with the oxygen.
I would imagine you can't dive all the way down.
Well, the pressure gets you at some point.
Yeah, pressure.
I don't know how far you can dive. If y'all know, you can put it in the comments. But, this is a random thought.
What you got?
I was watching a fishing tournament one time, and they were on on Loch Ness.
Oh, and I would love to do that.
The whole time they was out there fishing, I was thinking, well, if Nessie decides to show up and wreck his party, it's going to be something else. You know that?
Yeah, everybody be a believer.
Yeah.
Just imagine that, though. You get invited to a fishing tournament, and it's on Loch Ness.
That would be sweet.
That would be a highlight of my life right there.
I'd be on the first thing smoking in Scotland.
Yeah, I'd be out of here. So we got environmental DNA studies. Scientists sampled DNA throughout the Loch Ness. And they found DNA from many known species, including fish, birds, mammals, and eels. They found no evidence of a giant unknown reptile.
What?
How do we know it's a reptile?
Yeah, how do you know? How do you know it's a reptile? How do you know it's not a fish? Yeah. And how do you know that it don't share DNA with some of these other things?
Exactly. So the researchers suggested unusually large eels could explain some sightings, while emphasizing that this remains only one possible explanation. So even they're saying right there, said, yeah, well, it's probably giant eels, but that we're not really sure.
All right, let's talk about the large eels. So European eels do live in the loch, and some researchers think unusually large eels could account for certain reports. I can see that for certain reports, but that had to be some daggone big old eels.
Yeah, I mean, go back to that picture.
Yeah.
I've never seen an eel stick straight up out of water and turn its head like that.
Maybe somebody's pet cobra got out.
Yeah, maybe.
And then maybe it bred with the eel.
It had a cobra eel. A cobra eel.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you never know.
Anyway, go ahead.
There was also saying waves and wakes, just some waves moving around and cause boat wakes can interact in surprising ways. Wind conditions can create optical illusions. I've never seen an optical illusion on a lake or a beach. And I'm not saying it's not there, but I've never seen something that looks like a Loch Ness Monster.
No.
Can't say that, right?
No.
Some were saying it's floating logs, like waterlogged trees. I still don't know about that.
That's pretty distinct. You see a log in the water, you're like, that's a log in the water.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Then it had misidentification. This is some of the possible explanations. Is deer swimming across the lake, seals.
Hold on. A deer swimming across?
Yeah.
I've never read a single report that says the Loch Ness Monster had fur.
Exactly.
I don't know.
I don't know. Then they said seals. I didn't know there was seals up in that part of Scotland.
It'd be rare, but possible.
Yeah, birds, boats viewed under unusual conditions.
Viewed under unusual conditions.
Still, that doesn't explain the pictures.
I don't explain it. This is what they do when they don't want you to know something's real. They just make up a bunch of bullcrap. Mm-hmm.
Then you have the possible explanation: an unknown animal.
So some cryptozoology enthusiasts believe Nessie could represent an undiscovered species.
Yeah, no physical evidence has confirmed the idea, but I mean, we've talked about this before on the channel here. If you're in the woods looking for a deer, they can walk right up on you without you even knowing, and then disappear without you even knowing. Mm-hmm. So, what's it to say that this hasn't happened the same way? Like if you're looking at sonar, if it comes through, because it means 20 to 40 feet, it's got to swim fast. You think a sonar's going to pick up on that if it's... I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
But I mean, I'm not even saying like it's a undiscovered species of cryptid. It could just be something we don't know exists.
Exactly. So it's one of the world's largest running mystery stories. Loch Ness is large, deep, and visually dramatic. New sightings continue to be reported. I would love to go to the Loch Ness and just be there. Especially if I got to see the Loch Ness Monster or Nessie. Man, I'd be calling everybody. They'd get tired of hearing about me. They're like, this dude done lost his mind over here.
Well, here's what happens, though. So the legend blends folklore, tourism, science, and mystery. Mm-hmm. But then people will always go back to the same thing they say about Bigfoot. Well, nowadays, everybody's got a camera in their pocket, which is true. And how come ain't nobody got no better pictures of any of this stuff?
Well, I can answer that. If I'm on a boat, on a bass boat, fishing bass, and a 20 to 40 foot animal comes up at me, my first reaction is not to grab that phone. Yeah. It's going to be let's get up out of here.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. And also, the same goes for seeing Bigfoot. Like if I see a Bigfoot, my first thing is going to be, all right, am I far enough away from this cat? So I can get in the car or I can go somewhere because I ain't trying to get beat up by Bigfoot.
Yeah, I mean, he beat us up on the Grand Theft Auto. So.
I know, so. But no, like, I understand the logic behind the statement. Mm-hmm. But also, like, have you ever just saw something and you're just in awe of it and you're like, dang, I should have got a picture of that. Right. It happens.
Well, I was fishing off the pier at Myrtle Beach last week, and Uriah leans over the banister and says, look, there's a shark. And I looked down there. There was about an 8-foot shark just swimming up and down the pier. That was one of them examples. I could have took a picture up, put it on Facebook, but I was sitting there just watching. I'm like, man, it's a shark swimming. Yeah. I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah. So let's talk about a little bit of the Loch Ness pop culture. So
Yeah.
Nessie has been in movies, TV shows, children's books, cartoons, video games, countless documentaries, and podcasts, just like this one.
Your most your most favorite podcast,
Yeah.
by the way, The Basement.
That thing, I mean, he's become a symbol of Scotland. Like, when I think about Scotland, I think about Nessie.
Yeah, Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah. And I mean, like you said earlier, it's one of the world's most recognizable cryptids.
It is.
I mean, if you put a picture of Nessie to even a kid, they'll be like, hey, that's that Loch Ness Monster thing.
Yep, because everybody knows. So let's talk about some fun facts. Thousands of Nessie sightings have been reported over the years, though many are duplicates, unverified, or later unexplained. Loch Ness contains more fresh water than all the lakes in England and Wales combined. Modern technology, including drones, sonar, underwater robots, environmental DNA sampling, have been used to search for the creature. And one of the last facts is, despite decades of investigation, no bones, carcasses, or confirmed biological evidence of a large unknown animal have ever been found.
Okay, okay, we'll rule out the 6th century thing,
Yeah.
right? So, okay, take that away.
Mm-hmm.
The first picture we got was in 1934,
Yeah,
the surgeon's picture.
yeah.
Who's to say that there's one Loch Ness Monster and it can live that freaking long? That's
mean-
less than 100 years.
I mean, a turtle can live 200, 300 years.
I think some of them like 400 and something.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't know.
So,
I mean,
why can't a Loch Ness Monster not live that long?
what about some of these like animals that are akin to dinosaurs? Still, ain't those horseshoe crabs? Ain't they some kind of?
Yeah, they live forever.
Yeah. So who's to say?
There's actually jellyfish that does live forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a jellyfish that lives forever. So who's to say that this thing ain't the same? It's still, because they talk about, we hadn't found a carcass or nothing. We've been looking for this thing. Who's to say it died?
Yeah, right.
It might be the only one that's still kicking.
Yeah, still kicking chicken.
Yeah, I mean, daggum. I gotta think about that stuff. Maybe I need to be a scientist.
I heard that. Maybe that's what I should have done instead of criminal justice. I should have just kept on going into whatever it was called, anthropology.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah. What do they do?
Study of people.
Study of ants.
Study of ants. Yeah, we study ants. Anyway, so let's talk about some questions we want you to think about and answer in the comments here. So why do some cryptid stories endure despite a lack of physical evidence? What do you think?
I think they're fun.
They're fun. They get your attention. They catch your imagination.
Yep.
Everybody wants to believe in the unexplained, and that's what I think it is.
Yeah.
So, how much does media attention influence eyewitness reports?
Oh, I mean, I definitely think everybody wants to be the one that actually captures it.
Right.
So they'll send in, I'll check out this picture I got, and man, they can tell if you Photoshop and just knock it off.
Yeah, and everybody wants to be that person that's
Yeah.
seen it. Everybody wants to be that person.
Or I mean, I didn't, like we was talking about earlier, man, I didn't even get a picture. And I'm sure that there's been 10 million reports about seeing it.
Yeah.
So everybody wants that, 5 minutes of fame, they call it, ain't that what they say?
Yeah, 5 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
So, could a large animal remain hidden in a place like Loch Ness?
Well, I mean, if it's as big as they say it is,
23 miles wide.
750 feet deep, it just chill on the bottom, curl
Yeah.
up like a cat.
Yeah, just chilling.
Yeah.
Who knows? It might be nocturnal. That's why we don't see it. I wouldn't be getting on no lock like that if there's a big old monster in there in the middle of the night. That's
No.
crazy. I ain't doing that.
I wonder, here's what I wonder, and people's going to say, go get your tinfoil hat.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if anybody ever thought they had a hang up fishing and it was actually hooked on it.
That would be sweet. That's the first thing I think it is.
Yeah.
If my pole doubled over, I'd be like, I just caught the Loch Ness Monster.
And what would you do, though, if you started reeling it in and just stuck his head up and looked at you?
Cut the line.
Throw the pole in and be like, here you
Cut the
go.
line. Bye. See you later.
Cut it faster than it's a snapping turtle. Huh? Woo.
So here's a good question. Why are people drawn to mysteries that science hasn't fully resolved?
It goes back to the same thing. You want to use your imagination. You want to, you want to be able to question things, or at least that's what it is for me.
I just don't believe science most of the time.
Yeah,
Because
I
they're
don't
only going to tell you what they want to tell you.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, let's talk about aliens, for example. We're just now finding out more information about UFO sightings and everything like that. They've known this stuff for 50, 60 years, and they're just now telling us. So why would they tell us there's a monster inside Loch Ness?
Yeah, they say that they hide stuff from the public to cut down on mass hysteria. Why would there be mass hysteria? Stay the heck out the water.
Yeah,
Why,
right.
You know, hey, don't go in there.
There's a monster in there. Don't be going in there.
You stand up here and look at it. Don't go in there.
Yeah, don't feed Nessie. So, whether Nessie is a misunderstood natural phenomenon.
Wait a minute. What if Nessie is a herbivore?
Good point. Because they could be eating that moss.
Exactly.
Could be. We never thought about that.
Just saying.
Because big old whales, I mean, some of them just eat plankton.
And maybe there's some kind of little.
And you might not find a carcass because a lot of times when whales die, they'll sink to the bottom of the ocean too.
Yeah.
If it's 750 feet down, they ain't gonna find a carcass.
Maybe it sinks down, dies down there, and it's done ate. Because there's so many fish in there, like they say.
Yeah, because fish will feed on anything.
Yeah.
Or especially in the UK, I know they're notorious for carp.
Yeah.
Them suckers eat anything.
Mm-hmm.
So if it did die in there, that thing's long gone.
Yeah, buddy. So, our closing thought. Whether Nessie is a misunderstood natural phenomenon, a product of folklore, or simply a mystery that continues to spark imagination, the legend of Loch Ness Monster has endured for generations. Sometimes the search itself becomes part of the story, reminding us that curiosity can be just as compelling as certainty. So, that's a pretty good closing thought there. But for me, I believe that I believe the Loch Ness Monster is real, and I don't believe there's a way to find it unless it wants you to find it.
Yeah, I think that's the case with a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how many times I went hunting for deer, and I know there's deer there, and I just don't see anything? Because you know why? Because it's like, hey, that fat guy sitting right over there.
Yeah.
I ain't going over there.
Yeah.
Animals are smarter than people give them credit for.
They are. I mean, you got to think, we're going on almost 100 years of people looking for this monster. Or I don't even want to say monster, this cryptid. Eventually, it's going to pick up patterns and understand that, hey, that's a boat. Hey, that propeller might hit me.
Okay, well, let's just say that Nessie is a prehistoric creature that survived throughout the years, like arguably the megalodon, which I think has. The first time it ever heard a motor boat on the surface, it was probably like, hey, man, what in the world is that thing? I'm going to stay away from that.
Yeah.
Because it's still an animal. Animals are scared of stuff.
I mean, turn a vacuum cleaner on around a bunch of cats, see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, they fly out of the room. So, yeah, I'm a firm believer that Loch Ness Monster is real. What about you, Drew?
No, I think it's real. I mean, again, like I said earlier, I'm not saying it's some kind of big monster that's going to rip you to shreds if you're in the water. But I think that there's a creature in there that somebody saw, like that surgeon's picture. There wasn't no Photoshop back then. And if he drew that, my boy should have been an artist.
Yeah, because, I mean, he done some good work.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm just saying, I think Nessie's real.
I think it's real, too. Let us know in the comments. Do you believe in the Loch Ness Monster? Do you believe in the cryptid of Nessie? Let us know in the comments. Let us know what you think. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow wherever you're watching. We appreciate you guys and hope y'all have a great day, weekend, night, wherever you're watching this. And remember, it's top level content from lower level. It's the basement.
Take it easy.